wrestling fans, and welcome to this edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, Cesar Scorpio, alongside the Invincible E, Vincent.
Hey!
Here we go. Sunday, Bound for Glory. We've been waiting here 3 months. Build up by TNA, build up, finally coming here.
Yeah, the entire tournament, and now it's finally here.
Sunday. What a better way to spend a Sunday. Football in the morning, football in the afternoon, wrestling at night.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sunday.
Beautiful. And nonetheless, it's Bound for Glory. So let's get started here with what happened on Impact Wrestling this Thursday. We had Kurt Angle come out to the ring with the championship belt, approaches the ring and starts calling out Robert Roode. Bobby! Come on out, Bobby Roode. We have something to go over. Comes out, beer money music, rolls out to the ring, and they start talking here. Kudos given to Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, you obviously have done a lot here in TNA. Since 5 years you've been here, you've dominated. In 1996, you had a big heart with a broken neck, winning the gold medal, and nobody doubts here your heart. But on Sunday, we'll see who has the bigger heart, me or you. Yeah. And Kurt Angle had some stuff to say himself.
Yeah, and Kurt Angle basically responds like, who are you again? What have you done in comparison to me? You would probably win, out of 99 or out of 100 matches, you'd probably win one. I'd probably win 99, and the one you would win ain't gonna be this Sunday. So
there we go. Nice stuff there. After a little botched handshake, they go ahead and miscue, say, all right, great, see you, Bound for Glory. Good job, by the way, on taking out all those wrestlers here on the little gauntlet I threw at you. But I did help you a little bit, just so you know there. Okay? Just so you don't get a little too
You probably would have won anyway, right? Right?
You would have taken out James Storm, right? You could do that. James Storm has been almost beat me. If I didn't cheat, he would have. But no, you could have beat him. Sure, you could have.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, that little wedge right there. It's like Kurt Angle we'll use the metaphor here. Frozen patties. You know how frozen patties are. They're stuck together. They're not going anywhere. Kurt Angle's pouring the hot water on.
Yep, just a little bit at a time.
Just pour that hot water on there. And the wedge that's really hard patties are like one patty, which is beer money. Mm-hmm. He's got the fork in there. He's going like this, and the hot water.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before they split.
We'll see. And especially if we got Roode winning the championship, I see that's done. That's done.
We'll talk about that later.
Definitely. We'll talk about that in a little bit. After that, it's announced here, we're going to have this match, championship. Let's make it one-on-one, man versus man. Who's the better wrestler? No fortune, no immortal, just clean match. Let's make this a classic. Kurt Angle agrees. Kurt Angle says, all right, see you Sunday. But I forgot to mention that tonight you do have a match.
By the way.
Jeff Jarrett
and
Gunner in a handicap match. So have fun with that. See you later. And there we go. That's set up here for later on during the Impact Wrestling. After that, we had
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, amongst others here.
Yeah.
Just let him know who actually was down there.
Yeah, it was
going down.
Yeah, AJ Styles and Rob Van Dam against Christopher Daniels and Jerry Lynn. Now, this fight actually started back in the backstage area.
Locker room.
Yeah.
Bodies flying.
Yeah, they were going back and forth. They were fighting it up in there. At one point, Christopher Daniels and Jerry Lynn basically dog-walked AJ Styles up to the ring, and the fight continues at that point. They actually give the official bell. They're beating on him for a while. RVD finally came back from wherever he was and joined into the fight, sort of even things up at that point. But the early momentum pretty much went to Christopher Daniels and Lynn. At the very end, though, AJ Styles managed to get the Rob Van Dam and what was the move called?
I think it's Styles Best. I think it is. Yeah. Styles Best here hits, was it Lynn on it?
Yeah, Lynn.
Lynn gets hit with a Styles Best, stares down Christopher Daniels as he's getting the pin. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this could be you, buddy, and it will be on Sunday kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's that match. Pretty nice little display here.
Pretty impressive, yeah.
Good match. I mean, what do you expect here from AJ Styles? This match is going to be sick. AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels. I Quit match? Are you kidding me?
That's that's got classic written all
over.
Good
stuff. All right. After that, we had another match between Samoa Joe and Matt Morgan. Didn't we see this here before? Yeah. And again, the same development. Matt Morgan wins the match, and then immediately after the pin, Samoa Joe does what he should have done 10 seconds ago.
All of a sudden, he goes nuclear. Samoa Joe immediately goes off on Matt Morgan, starts kicking his leg, wounds his leg, and then gets him in an ankle lock. and basically starts doing all sorts of damage there. And at that point, here comes Crimson. He hobbles down to the ring with a chair in hand, goes after Samoa Joe. You know, those two obviously have beef from last week and beyond, and actually earlier. He chases Samoa Joe out of the ring. Samoa Joe goes up, but he grabs a mic and starts saying, "Hey, listen, it seems like every time I get one of you guys on the ropes, the other one runs out for the rescue. And that can only mean one thing, that you two are actually afraid of confronting each other."
Oh, that's what he meant? Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. Well, it could mean two things, but this is what we mean right now. And, at any rate, Joe went ahead and challenged them both to a triple threat match for BFG, Matt Morgan versus Crimson versus Samoa Joe.
How is this beneficial for Samoa Joe?
It's not! That seems like a bad idea. Here, I got an idea. I'm gonna lock myself in a cage with two people who hate my guts. Yeah!
Yeah. Nice going,
You didn't think
Samoa
this
Joe.
through, did you? But we'll see what happens.
You guys are scared of each other. You guys are scared of each other. You know what you need to do? Face your fears. Triple threat match. You two versus me. Wait a minute. That didn't sound right.
Crap! Wait a minute.
Yeah, Samoa Joe, not too bright.
You're not good at chess, are you? Moving on.
After that, we had Mexican America in the house. Gets to the ring. The tag team champions roll out with Rosita and Sarita and call out Ink, the Mohawk men, saying, "Orale, we're calling you out." It says, "You're the one." Yeah, that's Anarquia, by the way, in case you don't know. And for the first time in a while, Hernandez takes the mic.
Yeah, Hernandez speaks finally. At one point, I thought he lost his voice box or something. But yeah, Hernandez calls him out. He indicates that once they go toe to toe with them at BFG, that he's basically going to make him a prison bitch or something. It was odd that Hernandez had the exact exchange rate for prison pimping.
Well, it starts here with calling him out. Calls them Mohawk midgets. All right? Mohawk midgets. Yeah. And then he says, "Yeah, you'll be holding my pocket, and I'll be exchanging it here for 2 cups of soup and a honey bun." Okay.
It's like exact change right there.
Oh, man.
No.
Woo.
Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving
on there. Ink comes out and says, "Hey, guys, you call yourself Orale, here's Mexican America, but you guys are from here. These are American." And they do have a point, E.
Yeah, exactly. Anarquia is actually born in Los Angeles. And I'm not... His last name is Barella.
He's not Mexican.
That's
Italian, right?
I believe so.
The only Mexican in Mexican America is Hernandez. All right? Hernandez is Mexican. Then we have Anarquia, who's Italian. We have Sarita, who's Canadian.
From Canada, yeah.
We have Rosita, who's from New Jersey. And we have Anarquia, Italian. Great. It's the freaking United Nations is what it is. It's not no Mexican America.
Hey,
the UN! Just let's call in the Brits and let's call it a show.
Yeah, just call it, and instead of Mexican America, just call it the United States of America. Or North America. Something. Just come on.
Italy's not North America, dude. Come on.
Little Italy's in.
All right. Anyway, geography lesson for E after the show.
That makes about as much sense as calling it Mexican America.
You're right. Good point with that. Anyway, this continues here with blows because they can't handle it. Mexican America and the tattoo parlor misfits here, Ink, go off on each other. Back and forth. The women end up playing a part here, but Ink has a lady of their own. E, who is this lady?
This lady is Christine Von Eerie. Now she showed up in the skit that they did at the tattoo parlor a few weeks ago, and she showed up pretty much clearing house. She chased Rosita and Sarita out of the ring, and Jesse went on to point out that they were going to have their own ladies at the match at BFG. Christine Von Eerie is going to be there. I don't know if they're going to have somebody else as well.
They're their own ladies. So who else?
Don't know.
Was that a miss? Did he misspeak?
Don't know if he misspoke or if
there's going to be another lady.
Von Eerie's going to be there along with someone else. But we'll see on Sunday.
Who knows? Now, Miss Eerie came from AAA Lucha Libre before coming over to TNA. So they're going to maybe some Jennifer Blake or Sexy Star
maybe.
Hey, we'll see what happens here. Bound for Glory. We'll see. After that, we had the knockouts. We had Mickie James and Velvet Sky meeting with Winter and Janina Love, and then Karen Jarrett, Madison Rayne, and Tracy Brooks come out here. Reluctant Tracy Brooks.
Yeah.
Just kind of doesn't want to be there. Madison Rayne here is dressed just like Karen Jarrett.
Yeah.
Head
Shining
to toe.
all the apples, man.
Yeah. Doing everything she can to be what Tracy Brooks should be.
Exactly.
As being the assistant to the Knockout Law. And takes it into the ring. Basically, it reminds me of Jafar and Iago, the way Madison Rayne was acting when she was chewing out both Mickie James and Velvet Sky.
Yeah. Karen Jarrett would make a statement to either Velvet Sky or Mickie James, and Madison Rayne would be the punctuation.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. She would just jump in with a high, screechy voice, pretty much either repeating what she said or putting fine points on it.
Fine points on it!
Exactly.
Yeah.
Madison Rayne is growing on me. I'm getting to like her.
Like her!
Exactly. Karen Jarrett pointed out to Velvet Sky that she was better than her, and that she was lucky that the match that BFG was going to take place at all, because Karen Jarrett fought for them to have that match, and that she singled out Velvet Sky and basically called her a street-walking five-and-dime whore.
Oh.
Especially you, Velvet Sky. Like, why are you being hurtful? And Velvet Sky told her that someday she was going to be on even footing with Karen Jarrett, and when she was going to take her down. And at this point, Tracy Brooks kneels behind Karen Jarrett, basically setting her up for the nice little push that Velvet Sky gave her.
Tiny little nudge, the smallest of nudges here, and toppled over. She was wearing a dress, by the way.
Yeah.
And boop. Right over
Took us over Tea Kettle. And after that, Bedlam just ensued. All the faces started fighting all the heels.
Yeah, and Karen Jarrett and Madison Rayne are both screaming at the same time.
Yeah, that's high pitch. Yeah, that's mute time.
Wow.
And Madison Rayne was all over Velvet Sky, telling her when Karen Jarrett tells her to do something, she doesn't put hands on Karen Jarrett ever again. Total bedlam.
Entertaining. After that, we had a little segment in the back where Bully Ray says, "I'm going to be the enforcer." Really? For what match? He didn't say.
Yeah, he never actually mentioned that it was supposed to be the Scott Steiner versus Anderson match.
After the commercial, we find out, it's Scott Steiner versus Anderson.
So you weren't just babbling incoherently.
Thanks, Bully Ray, for that information.
That information that made no sense.
Yeah, exactly. So after that, we had this match. He's the enforcer, of course, not the referee, just hanging out in the back like normal immortal people do.
Yeah.
And is there to watch the match. Now, Mr. Anderson and, who was Steiner, going back and forth. And what's interesting here is, again, Immortal comes out and plays a factor in this. Yeah. It finally starts to get ugly when they start double teaming Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
And who comes out? Abyss comes out and tries to play a factor, takes this chain that he has, wraps it around his fist. Scott Steiner's holding Mr. Anderson, and he's going to plant Mr. Anderson, but he slips out of his hands, Steiner's hands, and plants one on Steiner's face. Yeah. So, of course, Immortal goes off on Abyss.
Immediately.
Great idea.
Yeah. They jump all over Abyss like they've been doing for the past little while, telling him that he needs to stop screwing up. He tries to,
Stop screwing up! Stop screwing up! Stop screwing up!
Now, Abyss can take only so much of this. He's absorbed so much over the past few months. Goes off, grabs Bully Ray by the neck. It looked like he lifted him off the ground a few inches, but at that point, everybody else in Immortal immediately jumps on Abyss and starts beating him down.
This might be the end of two things. Christopher Daniels in Fortune and Abyss in Immortal.
Yeah, it looks like it's going that way.
Jump ship. Let's switch guys.
Exactly.
I'll trade you him for him.
We'll take the really big dude who can beat up almost anybody.
Let's do that.
Unless you guys quadruple team him, he's pretty much good. At any rate, Anderson runs back in for the help out and gets some of the guys off of Abyss. But in the end, Bully Ray actually puts Anderson through a table that they had set up in the ring.
Of course, it's Immortal. What do you expect? That again, interesting here, setting it up here for BFG with Bully Ray. Now after that, we had Christopher Daniels attacks AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And Mr. Anderson versus Scott Steiner here. That's what actually happened there.
Yeah.
Abyss goes off. Angle and James Storm are in the back talking about, oh, you know that...
You know, I helped you, right?
Yeah, I helped you. Well, I helped him, and he's saying he didn't realize it. He's talking about...
he didn't realize it.
Roode and James Storm here, match from last week, stating that Storm should know that Robert Roode knew that Kurt Angle helped him, and he still pinned him. And he's saying, "No, I talked to him, and he said he didn't know." Oh, you didn't? He didn't know.
Yeah. And you believe him?
Oh, great. Okay, I'll leave you alone.
Alrighty.
Great. Whatever works for you guys. Yeah. So
drip.
yeah, there it goes. Yeah, wedge a little bit more in there, and then he's thinking, maybe he did know.
Yeah. You can see the wheels turning. It's going to be interesting.
All right. After that, we had that. Okay, you didn't know. We have the actual Bound for Glory card released. You can see that on UnifiedWrestling.com. That's UnifiedWrestling.com. We'll give our predictions on 3 the hard way later, right following this show. After that, we had the actual Robert Roode versus Jeff Jarrett versus Gunner match. This was interesting. Bobby Roode ends up winning this match too. Now, the way he wins it is by cross-facing Jarrett and then cross-facing Gunner. Gunner taps out, and there it is, the W. Of course, Immortal can't handle that.
Yeah.
Immortal comes out to attack, and an unexpected ally comes, not talking about James Storm. Somebody else comes to his aid.
Yeah. After James Storm comes out, tries to get in there, here comes Jeff Hardy. Out of nowhere.
Back in the ring.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy fights some of the guys off his back until there are just the last 3 left in the ring. Jeff Hardy, James Storm, and Robert Roode. Now, Jeff Hardy goes to try and shake Robert Roode's hand, and James Storm's not having any part of it. He's like, nah, not going for it.
This is not going to happen. You're not shaking anybody's hand. Get out. Here's James Storm. Or James Storm. No. And here's Robert Roode.
Okay.
He did help me. He did help me.
I, for one, appreciate him getting these people out who were kicking me in my spleen. So.
Yeah. So it works out. They ultimately shake hands, raise each other's hands. Great times. After that, we had a little segment here where Jeff Jarrett is in the back with Jeff Hardy. What are you doing here? I thought we told you can't be at TNA. Get out. Go back. We don't want you here anymore. Leave!
And you better not show up at anywhere in the city of Philadelphia for Bound for Glory.
He says this. Leave! You're not welcome here. Hey, wait, where are you going? I'm not finished. I'm going to buy my ticket to Philadelphia.
Flounder.
Shoot. Okay. Can't do nothing about that.
Yeah.
You
can't ban somebody from an entire city. Come on.
He got out of jail on Wednesday. Expect him to be there on Sunday. No questions asked. Make an impact. All of that good stuff. After that, we had the contract signing. Sting and Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan looked...
Very reluctant.
Very sad that he had to sign that contract, but he did. He signs the contract. Match is made. Set. All right, so we're going to have this match Bound for Glory. We're going to have all this card announced here on 3 the Hard Way. Stay tuned for that right after this show. Click on that one to see what we talked about here, predictions. From myself, Cesar Scorpio, Invincible E, Vincent, thank you very much for watching. Remember, we'll have live coverage on UnifiedWrestling.com this Sunday and also a show afterwards. All right, enjoy the matches, enjoy the predictions. See you guys after.
Take care.